Okay, I was going to write a book, but I found out about YouTube. So I thought, this is even better than a book, Instead of me just writing it down and this goes out wider than most people would go to the library and get a book about me, I'm certain. So I was going to call my book It's Been Great, because all these adventures I've had and stuff all related to this. I don't get paid to do this. Nobody pays me. But somebody needs to do this. We need to have pollution-free engines. We just can't keep polluting the earth and expect to keep existing here. It's like we need to have a little better sense about this, what we're doing. And I see cars today. I was going to call my book It's Been Great, but I'm going to call this video Great, Greater, and Greatest. And let me start off with what's going on today. I see cars. I saw a car the other day with 4 catalytic converters. Well, what comes out the tailpipe is still toxic gas in huge amounts. Most people don't have a clue really what their car is doing. And I've tried to explain that. Maybe I'll touch on it some more. I'm sure I will. But we're doing all this stuff that's like over-engineered. We're getting rid of the little tiny part, but we're not getting rid of the big part. So, and pollution comes from the fuel. Gee, this is like a no-brainer, guys. It's not some device you put on the car. That's not going to change the chemistry of the fuel. What we need is a whole rethink here. And so, cars been pretty cool. In my opinion, they've been going downhill. Yeah, I know about the 840 horsepower Dodge Demon. But that's not it. Cars used to have real bumpers and real chrome and were stylish art pieces of, somebody's imagination of what a car could be like if it was really cool. And now we're down to, some more cup holders, a minivan, crash testing for the minimum safeness. We're not making the car safer. We're making it, if it don't come up to the minimum, so they engineer the car out of tinfoil to meet this little minimum standard. We need to think better and greater than what we are. But cars used to be pretty great. I mean, everybody likes a 55 Chevy or I had a 58 Cadillac that was just, better than a Ferrari, man. It was just way cool. So, here I'm trying to invent the pollution-free engine, and I found out about making water into rocket fuel, hydrogen peroxide, and water is hundreds of times cheaper than oil. And there's a lake full of it. We don't have to dig in the Gulf or Saudi Arabia or Iraq. Leave those people, or the Arctic. I see Putin going up to the Arctic. They're going to claim the Arctic for the mineral resources and stuff like that. Let them go, because we can make all the fuel we need right here in America out of water and solar energy. And when we get done with it, it goes back to being water. It's just the same water we started with, except now it'll be clean. So, I think I'll get through to the car companies. If one car company, if the more people see these videos, the more people are going to understand that we could have clean fuel, cheap, and we don't have to kill anybody. We're never going to kill anybody. We can't kill our way to greatness, no matter how many bombs we drop or how many countries we take over. That's not the thing that makes America great. It was freedom, liberty. We're losing that. You can't, we're losing that. Every day it's a new restriction, something else, and we're going the wrong way, people. We need to go back. If people start going, wow, we could run our cars clean, cheaper than what we're doing now, who could be against that? More powerful. We can have hot rods everywhere. I'm talking about rocket fuel with 3 times the energy of gasoline. You know, hot rodders are going to love this. People that count their money are going to love this. People that like breathing air are going to love this. So that's when America is going to be the greatest ever, is when we can come to the point where we're doing the smart thing and it benefits us. I see people all the time going, oh yeah, war, we bombed Syria. At the same time, they're cutting back your Medicaid, your Medicare, your Obamacare. You know, don't you worry about yourself, your family, the people around you? Should be able to get medical care, but instead we want war? How does that benefit us? We just got the wrong mindset. But it's not that hard to get right, people. We can get our minds made up to do the right thing, and we'll all be happier because we did the right thing. It'll save us money. We'll be healthier. We can quit killing these people. I can tell you, I've had friends in wars, and they've come home really bad. You know what I'm saying? And for, you know, physically, mentally, war is not a very good thing. So, and then we're all aggravated and agitated about it. I believe we're not getting enough oxygen in our air. We're converting our oxygen to CO2 that's not breathable by humans. And even CO, it'll go in your bloodstream, but it doesn't supply oxygen to your muscles and in your blood, and it's hard to get out. At least CO2 won't pass through your blood, through your lungs to your blood, but you can't breathe it either. So I see birds falling out of the sky. It's kind of like the canary in the coal mine. When will we get smart here? Our car exhaust is coming out of the car at 1400 degrees, and yes, CO2 is heavier than air, but it's hot and it goes up, it floats up, but what goes up must come down. So we're kind of filling up our bubble of air around the earth with poison gas from the outside in. As it gets exchanges for air, CO2 is going to close in on us till it'll kind of be too late by the time, you know, I try to tell people this. They think I'm nuts. We get a lot of oil company propaganda saying, oh, it's not true, but yet the oil companies are the first ones that I knew of that started saying climate change and stuff from burning all this oil. They realize how much air it takes to burn a gallon of gasoline. You know, it's their business. We should all know it. But, so anyway, I get a little agitated sometimes. You know, I'm trying to get Honda. I want them to help me. This is the world's largest pollution-free engine research laboratory. No matter how humble it is, that's my job here. And I'm trying to tell people this is what we want, really. And I hope I can get Honda. I like them. They seem real smart. They do have some water-based fuel plants that run off solar energy. Water's real cheap. Solar energy's free. You just need a little equipment. And I don't want to say they're doing it wrong, but there's two of these fuels you can make from water and solar energy, hydrogen and hydrogen peroxide. And I think they're going to like the other one a whole lot better. It's kind of restricted by the government, but we'll get over that if we get a company. Look, they're doing hydrogen cars. It's nothing but a bomb. So keep watching. I think I'll get them. And if I get one, if one car company comes out with pollution-free engines that are putting out oxygen into there, and it's cheaper than gasoline. You know, you can't put 4 catalytic converters on a car cheap. And it doesn't do anything. I can't imagine why you're getting rid of some little minor thing, but you're making bigger, taking more air to do this all the time. And I can't believe we're doing this. Our engineering, from my lawnmower, from cars I see, the engineers gone nuts. They don't have nothing to do up there. Instead of thinking up something good, they add something junk on there just to keep working, I guess. I see there's kind of an engineer glut, but we need some smart engineers, not some people just working to make themselves a job, or government regulation to make your lawnmower have the switches and gizmos that go wrong and stop the mower, but it didn't do anything to make it mow better. You know, that's the problem here. We're not thinking what will make this better. We're just going, oh well, there might be somebody that could stick their foot under the lawnmower. You know, people are going to do that anyway in spite of all these safety devices. It's the same thing with cars. You can put all this stuff on there, but it's not making any difference. It makes it where you can't see it, but we still have to breathe it. So keep watching. I believe I am going to get Honda. If I have to call Mr. Honda instead of Steve Ellis, to use the alternative fuel guy, I can't believe he's stuck on hydrogen and hydrogen fuel cells, because they're not working either, you know. So I'll send him another letter and get him to watch this video. And if he won't do it, I believe Mr. Honda's got this much good sense, or he wouldn't have Honda Motor Company. So thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned. And please subscribe. Thank you.